I have no idea if I'm center in the frame. I have no idea if the lighting's okay. I This is all I can do. I'm sorry if the mic quality's terrible. I wasn't really. I just didn't have it in me to be able to set up all my equipment and do all that for the videos. So if anything sounds off or looks off or anything like that, just know that I'm doing the best that I can right now. This is not a video I wanted to have to make again. Um, I made multiple videos like this three and a half years ago. And for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you might have noticed some changes with me over the course of the last 2 or 3 years. Particularly when it comes to my weight and just how I look. If you go back and watch videos of me from early 2022 or mainly like 2021, you could tell I was obviously very sick then. I mean, there's no dancing around it. Okay, so I've struggled with eating disorders for all my life. Since I was a kid, I've always been very conscious about just me, how I look, what I eat, this, that, or the other. OCD also has something to do with that too, just because, I like raging OCD, so it always just kind of messes with me in various ways. And so back in 2020, about 2020, I started struggling with anorexia. I lost a lot of weight. And by 2021, I was like a skeleton. I was down to, I don't even want to sit here and talk about the numbers, because I know for anybody that's watching this that, has an eating disorder, I know how triggering just hearing the numbers can be. But let's just say I was well below 100 by quite a good bit. I was basically literally just a walking sack of bones and not much more. It was pretty bad. And at the end of 2021, I had a rather scary experience where my body was basically just giving out on me. There's no other way to put it. I literally couldn't do anything. I still made my videos the best that I could, but the videos that I was making was, the times when I would like take short strolls around my neighborhood, because I was able to, because I had to like eat so much more food than my body was used to, so I literally had to go out and just kind of take short strolls just so my body to just help keep, help things move through, just because it was so much more than my body was used to. And I got better. I was pounding like 2,900 calories every day, doing intense workouts and stuff. I was feeling great, running 6 miles every day, doing a bunch of strength workouts. It was insane. I never got shredded, but I looked pretty great. And then towards the end of 2022, I ended up getting sick. I don't know what it was. It was something that just lasted for a couple of days. I just really wasn't feeling good. I don't know if it was my body saying, hey, we've had enough of recovery, you need to scale it back, or if it was something else. I really have no idea. But after that, at the end of 2022, again, if you go back and watch those videos, you can see I looked relatively healthy. Granted, there were still a little, my cheeks were a little chubbier than they probably could have been, or my body as a whole, just because, I was pounding a lot of carbs mainly, so it was just kind of going to all the wrong spots. But I was working out, so it was starting to spread around. I was at like 122 pounds, something like that, pretty, within the healthy range for my age and height and gender and everything. But then after that, after I got sick, I was like, okay, well, maybe my body's just saying we've had enough. And I started dialing back again. I'm not going to say what numbers I was at in terms of calories and such, but it was well below maintenance for my weight and activity level. That was when I was still running 6 miles every day. Nowadays, I run 5 miles every day. And it's just because, my body is just, I don't know what it is. If it's an age thing or also just, the fact that I haven't been giving my body what it needs. It was telling me I needed to scale it back a bit. With all that, I just clearly wasn't eating enough. So I started to lose some weight, and I lost more and more weight. And, I just kind of kept losing weight for a while until sometime in like 2023. And then from 2023 up until, well, basically just a few weeks ago, I maintained the same weight. I was just kind of the same weight. I thought I was good. I was like, oh, cool, I'm maintaining weight. I'm eating enough, right? No, definitely was not eating enough. And I realized after, doing some research and talking to some medical professionals that basically what was happening, the reason I was able to maintain and felt great for 2 years, basically, with no issues, despite not eating enough and still my body just not getting what it needs when you account for the amount of energy that I spend when I'm out exercising, as well as, just like not eating enough and stuff like that, is because from after my recovery, my body had enough extra resources to kind of feed off of. It had all that fat and muscle and stuff built up, and now when I look at it, yeah, all the muscle I built, it's completely gone. And granted, am I like a skeleton like I used to be? Absolutely not. But now my body's at a point of where it already went through this again. And despite the fact that I'm not like an absolute skeleton like before, where I'm just literally nothing, there wasn't much to go around as is to begin with. So if I lift up my shirt right now, I'm not gonna lie. Literally, you can see my ribs clear as day, and it's not like a thing of like, oh, there's a little outline. No, it's been pretty bad for a while now. Where if I take my shirt off, it's like, ooh, yeah, buddy, I can see your entire rib cage, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Like if I run my fingers along my chest, it's literally just boom, 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 boom. And you think that would have been like a red flag in my mind, but that's how OCD and eating disorders get you. They prevent. How do I put it? It's just, I don't know. It tricks you into thinking that you're okay. But clearly I wasn't, and I'm still not. So basically what's happening again after talking to some medical professionals is because I was confused. I was like, wait, I'm not as bad as I was before. Why is this happening now? And it's because when I initially had that instance where I felt like my body was just shutting down and things got really serious and really fatal for me at the end of 2021, that was because my body had so many resources, so much muscle built up, so many fats built up from 2 decades of just being pretty normal up to that point. And then at that point, it finally ate up its last bit of resources, and that was it. My body was like, okay, you either recover or we're dead. We're dead. But now this time, I was only in that recovery period for so long, and my body just didn't have as much this time. So according to the professionals that I talked to, they said that, again, despite the fact that I'm not as underweight as I was before or not as light as I was before, my body just didn't have enough to go around. So that's why I'm starting to feel the dips and crashes now, especially when you consider that I still haven't been eating enough. Even if it was more than it was before, my body just didn't have as much to go off of this time, and still doesn't. And I noticed that change because, again, I was maintaining my weight despite under eating for almost 2 years, but within the last couple weeks, the weight loss has been rapid. I'm telling you, I went from where I was just pound after pound, day after day, I was like dropping weight so fast. So a couple weeks ago, I decided, okay, I'm going to scale things up. It wasn't scaling up enough. And I've still been under. So again, talk to professionals once again. Just a few days ago to figure out okay, what what should I be shooting for here? Just give me, because I'm pretty well versed when it comes to the health field, but with my OCD and anorexia, because again those two things intertwine and intertwingle, it tricks me into thinking that I'm doing enough for that. Oh, this thing can't be right. So I was like, you know what? Let me just hear it straight from the horse's mouth. I'll forget everything that I think I know, even the stuff that I've researched and learned over the years. Just forget it. Just give me the numbers. We ran through the calculations and all that. I found out what I needed. And obviously my body's also going to need a little bit extra since it's in the recovery process. Because when you're in the recovery process, your body needs a little bit more to kind of send energy where it needs to go. And unfortunately, I've still been stupid. I found out the numbers. I found out what I need, and I've still been stupid. I've still been slacking just because that's how this disease works. And today was scary. I'm not gonna lie. I can feel the anxiety building up. I'll just say this. I feel like I did back in 2021. I have been bedridden all day, barely able to do anything. I recorded this morning's video, and as soon as I finished recording said video, I finished editing it, got it uploaded, and then I just slumped back in this futon, and I've basically been here all day just trying to keep it together. It has been a really rough day. I haven't felt this. No, Nathan, don't cry. Yeah, it's inevitable. I haven't felt this hopeless in a really long time. No tears. We're gonna hold those back. We're not doing this right now. I haven't felt this hopeless or this just dead in a long time. It's it's really sad making as much progress as I did, and day in, day out, trying to act like a beacon of hope, of light, happiness, and positivity for everybody when I'm still just me. Gosh. Yeah. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. Don't worry, there is good news at the end of this. But yeah, today has been brutal. It has been absolutely brutal. And if things don't get better here soon, I might need to get myself checked into a hospital or something. It was pretty bad today. I almost passed out a couple times. Was almost sick a couple times. It's been pretty bad. And if you watch the videos, my TikTok comment section points it out all the time. Like, buddy looks a little lightweight. Why is your head so big? My head looks so big because my body's so small. Proportionally, I wear sweatshirts a lot, and I wear large size clothing. If I was wearing clothes that actually fit me, you'd clearly be able to tell I'm underweight. That's why I wear large. Well, that's not why I wear large clothes. I just like wearing large clothes because they're more comfortable for me. I just like baggy stuff. But if I wore clothes that actually fit me, you'd be able to see it clear as day that, like, yeah, I'm pretty lightweight. So my head is so big compared to my body. 'Cause if you go back and watch those videos from 2022, you can see that wasn't the case there. So yeah, that explains that. But again, I promised there was good news, and I forced myself at dinner to toss in a little bit of my dairy-free vegan chocolate because I'm super allergic to dairy. One bite of dairy makes me sick for days, like literal days. It's bad. But yeah, I did that, and I not only met my maintenance calorie goal, but surpassed it. So I'm currently in a surplus. I still feel like garbage because my body has been in a deficit from yesterday into today, and it's been in so much of a deficit that I don't, it's going to take a bit to offset that. But I have MyFitnessPal. I've been using MyFitnessPal since 2021, I want to say. And I did all my calories for today. I'm all good. I'm in a surplus. I already have everything planned out for tomorrow. And I'll be in a surplus there. And I weigh out all my food so I know that it's like, I'm getting exactly what I need. Some people call that no CD thing, and sure, it totally is, but that's just how I like to do things. I like being in control of that at least. At least that way, then I can track and be like, hey, I'm not lying to myself, because I used to have that problem too. I used to lie to myself, say I was eating more than I was, or like convince myself that I was, but then like I totally wasn't. Also, I'm sorry if you heard the Black Ops 6 theme in the background. I literally just turned on my PS5. I was about to sit here and play some Warzone or something, keep grinding Abyss camo, but I just felt like I owed you guys this video just to tell you the truth. I could have kept silent this whole time, but it's not me. I mean, I've kept silent for the last God knows how long. But when stuff's going on, I'm a very open shut book with you guys. I always just tell it like it is. And even though this is something that I probably should have kept to myself, arguably, I feel like it's important for me to share this stuff. Like almost a year ago now, when I quit smoking, I shared that with you guys. When I was going through this whole stint with undereating and being underweight and on the brink of death, really, I shared that with you guys, and I figured I'd share it with you again. Because now, not only do I owe it to myself to get better, but now I also owe it to you guys. Who else is going to sit here and make content for you guys? If I die, sure, somebody else could run the channel. I'd never let that happen, by the way. When I die, there will never be another video uploaded to the channel again. That'll be that. Won't get passed off to anybody or anything. But who else is going to be here to do this? Nobody. I have to be here. This ugly mug that you guys enjoy watching for some reason. Nobody else can do it. Only I can do it. And yeah, that's all the reason I need. So now that I've made this video, now it's out there in the wild, and I have to get better now. I don't have a choice. I mean, especially after today, I really don't have a choice. But seriously, it's out there in the world now. I owe it to you guys now. And I'm going to say right now, I promised you guys, pinky promise and everything, that I'm going to get better. So it's as simple as that. Again, I'm in a surplus right now, calorie-wise, so all good there. Already planned out to be in a surplus tomorrow and for the days to come. I'm just going to keep riding it out, keep doing what I need to do to get better. I'll even go further if I have to. I will do whatever I have to get better. And, another thing I was going to say before, not only do I want this to be out there in the world, then I have to get better, But also, I like to hopefully. I hate using this word because it makes me sound like I'm so full of myself. But hopefully inspire somebody else. It doesn't matter if it's an eating disorder or just something else like an addiction or just anything else that you need to improve in your life or just anything you need to just whatever. Uh, hopefully, I hope with my story and everything that I share with you guys, everything I've been through and am going through, that you can take something from it. And, hopefully it can be that thing of like, hey, if Grotesque can do this thing that he's doing, then I can do this thing that I'm doing. You know what I mean? As corny as it sounds, that's how I've always been. If I see somebody that I look up to or like, whatever it is, and it's like, oh man, look at all this crap they got through. And then I think like, you know what, if that person did that, I can do this. Or usually for me, it's not people IRL, but rather it's like video game characters. So I think like, man, if Leon Kennedy can survive all that, I can survive this. Or if Snake can survive all that, I can survive this. Man, look at Lara Croft, man. She got through all that. I can eat a few extra calories and get better, you know what I mean? So for me, it's always been video game characters. Man, if Mario can stomp Bowser and get the girl and win the day, then damn it, I can too. Not that I want a girl or anything like that. I'm not there yet. I've got to make sure I keep myself alive, you know what I mean? Jeez. Gosh, I'm so corny. Speaking of girls, this Valentine's. Sorry if you keep hearing that. Oh gosh, I just bumped the camera. Sorry if you keep hearing the slapping. It's me slapping my knees. And old people sing. I don't know. Speaking of girls, this is gonna be my 6th consecutive Valentine's Day, 2025. Round of applause. The new Captain America movie comes out that day, so I don't go out much, but yeah, it's probably going to only be in theaters, I'm pretty sure. So I'll probably have to wait until it goes to streaming services or pick it up on Blu-ray or whatever. I really want to see it, but I don't know. If they can like put it on streaming services day one for Valentine's Day, that'd be pretty cool. Spend my 6th consecutive single Valentine's Day doing something like that. That'd be pretty rad, man. I'm really looking forward to that movie. But anyways, I've been rambling and babbling for long enough, so we'll just kind of leave it there. Again, I just felt like I kind of needed to tell you guys the truth with where I'm at, but also the good news that I'm taking steps to get better. So here's to a new year, new me. Woo! I know New Year was like 3 weeks ago at this point, but hey, never too late to start a New Year's resolution. Am I right? So yeah, now that I've told you guys, I guess now I'll have to keep you guys updated, which is totally fine with me. I kind of knew that going into this video, and give it a few weeks, and we'll see where I'm at. So that's that. Again, I apologize if the lighting, framing, camera quality, or audio quality. The audio quality was terrible in this video. Normally, I use a like my Blue Yeti mic or whatever, and it sounds pretty great. But again, I just didn't have it in me to set all that up right now. My body is, even though I'm in a surplus right now, my body's doing a lot of repair, so I'm just kind of dead to the world right now. Just kind of sitting here in my futon. Even when I stand up, I'm still feeling a little faint, still feeling a little off. So here's hoping I start to feel better soon. But yeah, I'm going to leave this video on my phone until I'm feeling better. Then I'll edit it and upload it, so I don't know when you guys are actually going to see this, but that's that. Hope you guys have an amazing day, evening, night, morning. Excuse me, whenever you're watching this. Sorry, I have a little bit of gas in my chest or something. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Stay safe out there, y'all. Take care of yourselves, please. Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh wait, I should probably do the usual outro. An amazing day, stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.